So, I got something super cool for you right now, It's, hey everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Shadowing for Beginners. I'm John, and I'm just so happy you're here.
And I'm Sarah. And whether you're listening while taking a walk or you're cooking dinner or just relaxing after a long day, thank you for just spending time with us.
We know, learning English, it can feel, hard sometimes. That's why we created this podcast, to help you learn English in a really fun, natural way by using real stories, useful expressions, and a powerful method called shadowing.
Exactly. And in this special 3-part series, we're using simple but emotional stories, to help you grow your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, and just really feel more confident when you speak English.
And today's story, it's just perfect for beginners. The words are clear, the grammar is simple, and the message is really, really heartwarming.
And before we jump in, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It just really, really helps more people find us and just join the learning journey.
So, Sarah, let's explain what shadowing is for our new listeners, right?
Oh, that's a great idea. Shadowing is a powerful language learning technique. And here's how it works, You listen to someone speaking, then you pause and you repeat what they said out loud, trying to match their voice, their speed, their rhythm, and their emotion.
That's totally right. You're not just, repeating words like a robot, right? You're training your brain and your mouth to work together like a native speaker.
It helps with your pronunciation, your fluency, and even your listening skills. And guess what? It's fun.
So, in today's episode, we're going to hear a beautiful story, then stop to review vocabulary, and give you shadowing practice throughout.
Are you ready to begin? Let's just do this. Let me tell you a story about Rachel, a rainy day, and in one small act of kindness that really changed everything. Rachel woke up to the soft sound of raindrops tapping on her window. She opened her eyes slowly and sighed. It was Monday. She didn't feel excited. She felt tired and a little sad. She lived alone in a small apartment, and on rainy mornings like this, the apartment felt even quieter than usual. She got out of bed and made a cup of tea. As she looked outside, she saw people walking to work with umbrellas. "I wish I could stay in bed all day," she whispered, but she couldn't. She had to go to work. Rachel worked at a bookstore. She usually loved books, but today everything just felt heavy. She reached for her umbrella, but it was broken. One side was bent and the handle was loose. "Great," she whispered, just perfect.
Oh no, that's just the worst. A rainy day and your umbrella breaks.
I know, right? Let's pause here and teach a few important words from the story.
All right, so for our first vocabulary word, we have tapping. Tapping is a light repeated sound, Like an example could be rain was tapping on the window. And for you to shadow, repeat, rain was tapping on the window. Next up, we've got whisper. To whisper is to speak very softly, right? Like, she whispered a secret to me. And for your shadowing practice, repeat, she whispered a secret to me. Then there's broken. If something's broken, it's not working. So, my umbrella is broken. For you, repeat, my umbrella is broken. And finally, for this segment, sigh. To sigh is to let out a breath to show sadness. For example, she sighed after reading the message. And for your shadowing, repeat, she sighed after reading the message. Awesome. Now, let's just jump back into the story,
Rachel, she walked to the bus stop. Her coat was too thin, her shoes were wet, her hair started to curl from the damp air. She felt cold, she felt invisible, she felt alone. When she arrived at the stop, she noticed something. Next to the bench was a bright pink umbrella. It looked new. It was clean. It didn't belong to anyone. She picked it up. There was a small note on the handle. It said, "If you're reading this, it means you need it more than I do today. Take it. Stay dry." Rachel stared at the note. Her eyes opened wide. Then she smiled. It was the first smile of her day. Maybe the first in many, many days. She opened the umbrella. It worked. It worked perfectly. For the first time that morning, she felt warm, seen, safe. On the bus, she looked at the umbrella and the note again. A stranger had left a gift for anyone, for her, it changed her mood. It changed her day.
All right. For our next word, we have note. A note is a short written message. For example, she left a note on the fridge. And for your shadowing practice, repeat. She left a note on the fridge. Then we have stranger. A stranger is a person you don't know, right? Like, a stranger helped me at the station. And for your shadowing, repeat. A stranger helped me at the station. And our last word for this segment is, smile. A smile is, when you feel happy and your face shows it. So, he smiled when he saw the puppy. And for your shadowing, repeat. He smiled when he saw the puppy. That, little pink umbrella, really, it just changed everything.
It really did. It really did. And this story just shows how one kind action can bring light to someone's dark day, Let's just pause and think for a moment. Consider if you've ever had a really hard day and then something small just made you smile. Or like, would you leave a gift for a stranger, like that?
These questions, they just help you connect emotionally with the language, which, makes learning easier and deeper.
Hey, before we continue, if you're wondering why you're not improving in English, you should just really check out our video with that exact title. It's full of tips and motivation. The link is right here in the video or below. Don't miss it.
All right, friends, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Talk English podcast so you never miss the next story or lesson. All right, let's quickly learn a few more words from the story that you might hear often. Number 8 is coat. A coat is, clothing to keep you warm. Like, my coat is warm and red. Number 9, wet. Wet means not dry. So, my shoes are wet from the rain. And finally, number 10, bus stop. A bus stop is a place to wait for the bus. I stood at the bus stop for 10 minutes.
Today, you learned 10 beginner words, practiced shadowing and just followed Rachel's heartwarming story.
In episode 2, we'll go to the intermediate level, right? A longer story, more idioms, and real-life expressions that English speakers use every day.
Also, like, if you're building daily habits to improve your English, don't miss our video, Build Self-Discipline, Tiny Habits and Systems. It's linked at the end of this video,
Thanks again for joining us. You're doing great. And remember, keep listening, keep repeating, and never stop learning.
See you in episode 2.